but I've never ran more than that. So I really want to talk about fueling because I'm in new territory now. I actually decided against having a bridal party. Good morning, welcome back to our community. I was having a conversation with my friend Jenna about maybe changing welcome back to our community. I've been saying it since the very first video on this channel. It's been really intentional. Feels a little formal, but I also kind of love it. I rarely have a voice. I had one of my best friend's weddings this weekend. I was a bridesmaid. It was absolutely perfect. So I have no voice because we were partying till like 3 a.m. It was the best day, the best wedding. She looked breathtakingly beautiful. We had the best time. And now back to reality. So I ended up doing my long run on Friday, as you saw, and totally rested Saturday, Sunday. So now it's Monday, it's 10:30. I didn't even sleep in. I woke up early, but I've just been doing work on my computer. I don't know, it's been hard for me to like get up and get at them, but I need to get most of my strength in earlier in the week this week because I leave for Colorado on Wednesday. We are visiting Ethan's sister and we're actually gonna go camping and all this stuff, so I'm gonna try to vlog it. I'm not a camper, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not gonna be able to like go to the gym and do strength in the wilderness, so, or even when we're staying at their house in Colorado because we don't have a gym. So I'm gonna mainly run while I'm there, so I'm trying to get my gym workouts in earlier, but I'm gonna try to really follow the training plan still to a T. On the agenda today is a 1.5 mile run and strength. So I'm gonna go to the gym. I've been having to weigh myself before and after my runs because my run coach that I work with is trying to determine like my sweat rate and how many electrolytes I need and all of that, so I'll keep you posted on that. But we're gonna be reviewing it today at 4 p.m. He is a nutritionist, also sports dietitian, so I'll take you along that journey. I'm gonna go to the gym, drop off my stuff, weigh myself naked, go on the run, weigh myself again. So that'll be a 1.5 mile run, and then we will do my strength workout. I've been doing the same strength routine for over a month now, so hopefully we switch it up soon, but I feel like it took me a few weeks to even get in the rhythm. Like now I can do it in under 50 minutes. I know where everything is. I know how to set myself up. I know how to do the moves quicker, but took me a minute to get used to like being a gym routine girl. So gotta get back into it. Gonna go, thank God it's only a 1.5 mile run, and then hopefully I can stay locked in for strength. I get a little bored, but I feel like knowing that I've been nailing it and getting through it, we can do that today. So I'm gonna go take some beta alanine and electrolytes, and I will see you at the gym. I just went to my program. It's actually only 1 mile today, thank God. We can do it. I have procrastinated a hell of a lot today. You know, just after those big wedding weekends and like just any big weekend where you're a little hungover, it's really hard to get back into the week, but I did get my workouts in and I'm trying to work. I got some stuff done. I sent some stuff over to a client, like quick linear podcast clip edits, and I'm trying to edit a YouTube video. It's already 4 o'clock. I have a meeting with my sports dietitian at 4:15. So I'm gonna try to edit a little bit for the next 15, have a meeting with him, fill you guys in on that, and then just keep editing through the night. I really should be packing for Colorado tonight because I have my brother's birthday dinner tomorrow, but I have a feeling that's not gonna happen. Maybe we'll do my packing list tonight. This is the reality of having a job based on footage or just having a YouTube channel. You have to be able to cope with losing footage. That's wasted time, energy, it's a lot of things wasted. It messes with your content calendar. Thankfully, it is not something that had a brand deal or a partnership tied to it. It was just a video I wanted to get up for you guys. Unfortunately, I have half of it. What happened was I filmed the first half of this video on like tips on how to exit your lazy girl era with a 9-to-5 job, and I guess I paused and then I came back and I only have the second half of the video. I don't know if I deleted it when I was like going through things on my camera to delete to clear up storage, or I don't know when I deleted it, maybe, I don't know. But it is nowhere to be found or recovered, and I'm just not gonna stress about it. I would rather keep filming this. So my run coach is already in 5 minutes, so we're gonna table this. We're gonna just breathe, look at my content calendar, and maybe perfect opportunity to film my plan with me video right after this meeting and then cook dinner. Everything's fine. It could be way worse. It's annoying. It was like a waste of filming, but no brand deal attached to it or anything. It could be way worse. And it was in the same sesh that I sat down and did my mouth tape video, so it's not like I set up or anything for nothing. We're okay. I think I'm low-key like happy that I don't have to edit it right now. Any excuse. Okay, for the next 5 minutes, I'm just gonna go through my Rella and move some things around. Really want to try to get ahead so that I could still keep up my posting while I'm in Colorado and have some stuff to edit while I'm in Colorado or like on the plane on the way. And then after this, I do also want to sit down and tell you guys more about my full marathon training plan. Alright, we're joining the call with our run coach, sports dietitian. There's one run coach who does my strength plan and my running plan, and then there's a nutritionist that she works with. So I'm meeting with the sports dietitian nutritionist, but they're both skilled in all of it. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
How have you been?
Great, actually.
As you're progressing, how's it been with working on the things that we talked about from the first session?
The electrolyte, the amount of element that I've been taking and all that has been great. Actually, on my 9-mile run this weekend, I've never felt so thirsty during a run, but that also could just be the heat. But other than that, it's been a perfect ratio, having no more than a cup of water before I run and a fourth of an element. I'm starting to definitely get hungrier, craving dessert and stuff. It's definitely starting to happen. Training hasn't picked up too much yet, so.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing. It's still one of those sections we talk about preparing for the build phase that goes up that is normal for your hunger to pick up. Mm-hmm. And that, kind of trying to be, if you want to be proactive with it, kind of shifting your meal composition from the easy day to the moderate day and a little more carbs, mm-hmm. especially on those harder training days. Do you notice that your hunger picked up or those cravings picked up on the days of your harder training, or is it the day after?
I feel like it's the day after, but I'm gonna pay attention more. But I have noticed sometimes I'm why am I hungry? So hungry today. I feel like I didn't do that much today. So I think it's the day after.
Yeah, and I find there's two types of people.
I want to be mindful in terms of obviously I need to fuel and eat enough, but I don't want to start a habit where I start just eating crap because you think you can kind of thing. So I think that's going to be where I kind of need to find the balance, but so far so good.
I would say the main thing, and we can kind of stay in touch if you start to notice this becoming a more constant issue as you go along, that's what you can always message us. But what I would say is at this point, forewarned is forearmed or something is the phrase. So the idea that being mindful of that day after and but also allowing yourself to mm-hmm. You don't have to I can't eat. Yeah. It's okay. I have the training session. I'm going to have a little bit more at such and such meal, or you have your normal breakfast and by mid-morning you're I'm starving. Mm-hmm. Have a nutritious snack, plan a snack, and bring that with you. Let's talk about your longer run fueling plan for yourself. So what's your current plan for yourself, or what have you done in the past when you're running more than let's say 11, 12 miles?
In my half marathon training, it was always, I think it was either anything more than 9 miles I would fuel, but I've never ran more than that. So I really want to talk about fueling because I'm in new territory now.
The mid-range for people is 16 to 20 ounces of fluid per hour. You, based on what I'm seeing your sweat rate, I could probably shade you lighter to start for now. If I start to see your sweat rate kicking higher in the higher distances, we might have to move you back. The recommendations are for multiple hour events, starting with at least 30 grams of carbs per hour, upwards of 60 plus. Okay, that was so informative on all things fueling. And then I realized it was just too late in the day to commit to filming today, so we will tomorrow, and I'm running errands instead. So we're going to the post office, gonna get some groceries, and then cook dinner. Okay, just switched the light bulbs out, so hopefully it's a little brighter in here. There is no natural light in my kitchen whatsoever. I'm so out of it and tired, and my throat hurts from screaming the other night, but
We gotta get a 4-mile run in. And I was supposed to go to this sauna cold plunge place called Othership to try out. I was really excited to vlog it, but I gotta film and edit a plan with me today. We have too much to do before we leave tomorrow. I have my brother's birthday dinner tonight, so I can't even really work late. So I rescheduled it. We'll go next week. I'm gonna have a mush right now, make some coffee, and then we have a 4-mile run. I also got one of these stickers for the back of my phone, so let's, while the coffee's brewing, put that on. I'm gonna let it just kind of, oh, it sticks to everywhere you put it down, okay. All right, we have all my things. Someone on my community tab just recommended Hannah Atkins to me because I was asking you guys for your recommendations of like slow living, calming vloggers, like cottage vibes. And she's like moving to the English countryside and she's house hunting in England. And this is just, let me tell you, everything to me. I love New York City. I love living here. My dream would be to live here and upstate New York, like 1 week in the city or 2 weeks in the city, 2 weeks upstate. I love the idea of just being fully like zenned out in nature and, you know, house projects and gardening and all of that. And sometimes when I'm in the city, watching people like this just kind of like calms the nervous system down and I love it. So comment any other YouTubers like that down below. This morning, now this is your really just much later. I kind of wanted to be out. All right, I just finished a little bit of my mush from this morning and I'm gonna get ready because we're gonna film a plan with me video. I gotta film some content so that I can edit in Colorado and then just vlog while I'm there, hopefully. We're going on a camping trip, guys. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. Do I look like someone who suggested a camping trip? No. I have never gone actually camping in my life. I think we did it in camp once, like at Sleepaway Camp. But it wasn't like we hiked and found, it was all set up for us. There were picnic tables. Like, it was not this vibe, like legit camping. The good thing is they're bringing their 1-year-old little boy and German Shepherd. So I feel like they will be more protective because of that and less extreme. So I feel like if they're coming, I'm safe. I did want to chat for a sec because I just uploaded a video on TikTok where I made my sister her maid of honor box and realized I haven't really spoken about this at all, but I actually decided against having a bridal party other than my sister being maid of honor because that was just something I've always wanted since I was little and no one would be, you know, I have one sister, no one will be offended by that. But I also always assumed I would have bridesmaids. Like over the years, I literally have a list in my phone. You talk about it with friends, like who are you gonna have? And I always just assumed I would. And I'm honestly really shocked at myself that I'm not. And this could also totally change. Normalize changing your mind. I could see myself getting closer to it and being like, you know what? Fuck it, this doesn't feel right. I want bridesmaids. But for now, I'm going with just my sister as maid of honor. And then I'll have like the rest of the sisters walk down the aisle, but they're not like formal bridesmaids. So there's a lot of sisters involved actually. I only have one sister. Ethan has 2. I'm going to have a sister-in-law. My brother's getting married before me. And then Ethan actually does also have a stepsister. And then I kind of have 2 groups of friends, my college friends and my high school friends. And my college friends, it's a group of, you know, there's 5 of them, pretty easy choice. And then my high school friends, like very easy to, you know, narrow it to a group of 5, but then that's like overall 14 bridesmaids already. And I'm having a small wedding. I'm like, so I'm just gonna have all my friends walk down the aisle, which I'm okay with that, but 14 bridesmaids, it's a lot of work. And to be completely honest with you, I get stressed and overwhelmed when it comes to like family dynamics and finances. And those are like my 2 biggest stressors in life. And that's literally what wedding planning is in a nutshell, is those 2 things. So I think this was almost my way of just like minimizing that. Like 14 bridesmaids, it's just like another thing to have to plan and get makeup for everyone, and it's just like a lot of coordinating that I know should be fun and I shouldn't be talking about it in such a negative way. But there's also like the politics of it. Like I didn't really want 14 bridesmaids for all those reasons I just listed. And then also it's like if you weren't included in the 14, or if I wanted to narrow it down to, I don't know, like 10 to 12, if you're not chosen, you automatically just feel and will forever feel in my mind like you're just not one of the closest people to me or the most important people to me. And like, that's not fair. I don't like that. I could have easily narrowed it down, and I know that my close friends would have understood. I just don't like that idea of like, these are the closest people to me. And I didn't want a big bridal party because, like I said, it's a small wedding. I'm sure in the grand scheme of things, 150 is not small, but the smallest one of all my friends. Pretty intimate. I think just at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? It's about me and Ethan. And I think what really sealed the deal for me on this, which again, it can change, but what really sealed the deal for me on this was I was talking to my best friend Jess about it, and she was like, why do you want bridesmaids? And I was like, I want to be the cool girl who doesn't have bridesmaids and doesn't care, but like, that's not me. I'm such a girl's girl. I do care. And she's like, well, why? And I was like, I want to get ready with all of my girls. I want even like Ethan's guys. I want Ethan's guys down the aisle with him. Like, there's just all these reasons I do want a bridal party. And other than what I just said about like Ethan's guys walking down the aisle, everything else I can kind of still have. Jess was like, I'll plan your bachelorette with Mal. You can still, if you really want, have everyone or whoever you want get ready with you the morning of at your wedding. You could still get them pajamas if you want, but like, that can be a last minute decision rather than an expected obligation. You could have your planner like reserve the front row for your best friends. Like, all of the reasons you might want a bridal party, you can still have. So I think that's what sealed the deal for me. It's like, you know what? I can still surprise my closest people with special roles and special gifts and all of that stuff without the obligation and financial obligation of it. I don't know. Now it feels like kind of mean as I'm saying it, but it was just another thing on my to-do list and another like politics situation that I had to deal with. And it's just like, you know what, this is about me, Ethan. I can be really casual and unique about how I incorporate my best friends into the day. If you know me, you know that is very important to me, but we can still do without like the bridesmaids cheesiness too. So as I said, I was in one of my best friend's weddings this weekend, so obviously it's just front of mind. I was like, oh, it was the best day, just like being with everyone all day, but I remind myself that like I can still fully have that. I can also have like just three girls get ready with me if I want, offer them makeup if I want, or just literally have them get ready with me, do their own makeup. I know they won't care, or offer them to just get in on my makeup with me. But like, there's so many ways I could do it. I could have like 3 friends super early getting ready with me if the space is small, and then the rest of my friends come for like a first look and pictures. So there's so many ways you can kind of do it where no one will be offended because there's no like bridal party politics. It's kind of just like, I'm doing my thing. So that's the plan. I'm gonna quickly do my hair and start a plan with me video.
Of the goal tasks. I film these videos, like, I feel like I need to reflect and it forces me.
Okay, I just doused my eggs in some Cholula hot sauce, and I'm gonna watch Jenna Hong's Plan With Me video. Sometimes before I do a Plan With Me video specifically, I like to get some inspo from other people, see if there's something I can kind of change with my own Notion, or just, I don't know. I'm not great at Notion. I sometimes feel like, I don't know, I just feel like you can always go a little more in depth when it comes to planning for the month, and like, I don't really do financial planning, so I'm just curious how other people are planning their months before I go into planning mine. So I'm watching Jenna Hong. She's one of my good friends. I adore her. Go to her channel if you don't already follow or subscribe. So I'm gonna watch her plan with me and then film mine. And then I gotta pack because we are going to Colorado. We're camping for 2 days. I have no idea what the hell I'm going to bring. I've literally never camped in my life. I have no idea what I'm gonna bring. I'm going to try to vlog it pending like the situation with my camera battery and everything. I'm gonna try my best. I'm definitely gonna try and TikTok all of it. So hopefully you get to see it go down. You will probably be watching this as I'm camping. So wish me luck. Love you guys. Mwah.